was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with a girl named Spike. I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike.
You're listening to I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, the Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Hey, hey.
And Rick Johnson.
Oh.
We're on episode 187, True Colors. Hannah, who sings True Colors?
Cyndi Lauper?
Yes.
Really?
Good job.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I didn't even look.
I tried to get a photo with Cyndi Lauper and Captain Lou Albano, and they're all like way too long.
That's a good picture though.
There's Captain Lou. There's the Hulkster.
You're pointing the wrong way, but
I know.
I love that.
Mike, I love that your picture is just Sean beat the fuck up.
I know, poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
How does it start, Hannah?
Well, Peter's fully, got off for I guess he didn't hit that guy, so I need to not keep putting that on him. But he's out on bail because his dad is country club friends with the judge, essentially.
He's not out on bail, he's just off.
He's just off. Yeah, no harm, no foul. I think he has.
You want to know how they were in the courthouse? Do you know how you could tell they were in the courthouse?
How?
There's only judges as extras in those scenes.
It would have been funny if they all had the wigs with the circlet.
They basically did. When it panned, sorry to cut you off, but when they panned to that scene,
yeah,
and the only people entering that courthouse are judges. It's just people dressed in judges. Wardrobe was oh, everyone wear these robes.
3 judges for every one.
Yeah.
Defendant.
Love it.
Yeah, and he's being a real wank about it because he's I'm hardly off scot-free. I have to pick up garbage. And Sean's in full jail.
as he should
destroyed.
He did hit a guy with his car, yeah.
And then ran.
He did run. Yeah, it's hard to blame Peter for that.
It's Jay's fault. Jay's influence again.
Yeah.
Rick, you want to take it from after the opening credits?
Well, it pans in. Peter's doing a real unnecessary apology video for his crimes. In your 7 years of high school, or 7 years of junior high and high school, did anyone ever do anything so bad that they needed to apologize to the entire school?
No.
I don't think anyone ever did. I can't recall anyone ever having to.
I think Peter should apologize for a lot, but
right. I mean, if he didn't have to apologize for spreading a sex tape around the school, why would he have to do this? Which seemingly he didn't do anything.
He didn't.
I mean, he was in a race. But...
He was in a race and he didn't hit that guy with his car. What does he say? He's drag racing isn't just dangerous, it's also reflects badly on Degrassi.
I just don't understand. Well, I do understand. It's because his mom is Miss Hatsalakis, and she doesn't want her son to make her look bad. Is that a fair assessment?
I don't think that's the reason at all. Well,
has anyone ever made an announcement in the entire history of Degrassi since we've been watching?
No. But
we've seen some crazy
we've seen some crazy shit. If Spinner doesn't have to make an announcement apology for murdering, for getting somebody.
I feel like they watched a video when Rick hit Terry with that rock, but I don't know whose video that was. It might have just been the news.
So right after that video, when Snake turns off the camera, he's like, this is basically a fluff piece. And then he looks at Emma and he's like, but not this one. This one's pretty good.
What is I said we were going to maybe do a separate episode strictly on the opening credits.
We should.
But do you know, is Jake Goldsby still in the opening credits?
No,
He's not. Oh,
Really?
I don't think so.
I don't
think
think
so.
so either.
But
No, wait, don't
so-
him and Liberty do a joint one?
maybe.
Okay. Well, I was just watching. I was like, wait, was he not in it? So we'll save that for when we dissect just. No,
We
if
should.
you-
Are we gonna do a whole episode? We should do a whole episode on just theme songs.
Yeah. And I say, I definitely think we should dive into just this
Yeah.
opening because it's so different from the first 5 seasons. New song,
hmm
right? B plot, Hannah?
I feel like I didn't even. Is it Ellie still?
Ellie's still-
Ellie, and
it's
it's so
real-
boring.
Real fucking boring. This episode, kind of a stinker.
It's a snooze.
Well, agreed, but look what happened to Sean. that alone
That's
is
fair.
pretty exciting.
Well, the most important thing to me in this episode is that Sean gets jumped in the chow line, and we don't even get to see that happen. I would love to.
Wasn't in the budget.
Yeah,
had a
that's what
wet-
I was thinking.
They had to wet down the entirety of all Toronto for the episode before, and the water cost alone did not allow for that fight scene in the chow line.
I guess I wanted to see some prison shots. We're never gonna get it, I guess.
I thought that would have been good because obviously you're dealing with people of all ages, so they could have showed some like really grizzled, like 50-year-old guy with tats on his face.
Yeah.
Could have showed like the reality of what Sean was dealing with on a daily.
You could have brought back some faves from Degrassi High and just threw them in
mean,
jail.
It would have
Ooh.
been real. It would have been real good if they
Luke.
would have kept Wheels in jail.
Luke,
If Wheels would have
Wheels, Scott,
Wheels should have been in jail still, but he's out.
wait,
It's not
did
his fault.
Luke didn't go to jail, did he?
no, but he should have.
Yeah, he
Jason
should've.
Cox did in real life, didn't he?
That could have been a real
No, he
good
got off.
Wheels and Sean in the same prison cell talking about
Oh,
hitting people.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But at this point, Neil Hope was probably AWOL.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this around that time?
was he in? He was in season 4. When did Snake have cancer? That's
Season
4 or
1.
5.
Season
No.
1 or 2.
I think it's 2 or 3.
No. They were
It's
married.
2.
Spike
Is it
had gotten
2?
married. Spike and Snake got married, and then he had cancer after the fact. And Jack was born by then too. So this
So
was like
season
season
3.
4. Okay,
Season-
I'll agree with you. Why are you yawning?
It's
only
11,
11, 12.
11, 14.
I know, but this-
I'm wide awake.
Yeah, Hannah just woke up, bro.
I know. If we had done this at 2 p.m., then I'd be yawning.
What time did you wake up, Rick? What do you have going on tomorrow?
You skiing?
You
I was
skiing?
not skiing. I was not skiing. I am tomorrow. I am hanging out with my wonderful partner in the morning. And then I'm working for Punk Rock Legends DRI.
Oh, they're playing the pyramid scheme?
Yeah, they're playing the pyramid scheme tomorrow on Easter. How do you think the turnout's going to be?
I think it'll be like 180, 200.
Maybe.
So just a heads up. to
Dirty Rotten Imbeciles, right?
I think it stands for a bunch of different things, right? But Dirty Rotten Imbeciles is the main thing.
Are they the band that went metal? Like pretty hardcore went metal?
Mm,
Or was that Gangrene? I can't remember.
no, I think it's Suicidal Tendencies, right?
Well, Suicidal Tendencies, yes, but I feel like it was either MDC, DRI, or Gangrene went like cock rock at a certain point.
Cock rock.
That's probably GRI then.
Yeah,
They definitely went more skewed metalish, but
yeah.
I just want to quickly note that we are recording episodes ahead because Rick is leaving for tour
Oh yeah.
next week. So even though Rick said Easter, it is the eve of Easter, but this won't be coming out for like 3 weeks.
I
Because
saw
again,
weird-
recording ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
recording ahead. I saw a shirt that reminded me of you, Rick, today at a thrift shop
Oh.
that said "Ski School Dropout," and I almost bought
Wow.
it.
What
That
I
size
hate
is it?
skiing.
What
I don't
size
know.
was it? You could have bought it for
Medium.
my birthday.
I
When's
think
your
it was like a
birthday?
small.
Monday.
Monday.
We know.
We knew that. We didn't want to give
Sure.
that.
We didn't want to make a big deal about it.
What is Jay saying to Emma? Is he just basically like saying Sean needs help? She's in big
Yeah,
trouble.
he's saying that Sean got jumped in the chow line.
Yeah,
Also,
he's like,
Emma comes in hot. It is also pretty amazing that Jay is allowed on campus, and he decides to talk to Snake, who's just the media immersion teacher, not Hatsalakis, who would have
also who
any-
arguably probably hates him the most because he
Yeah.
stole his laptop and gave his daughter chlamydia. Not his favorite person. He also says the best thing when he goes, he got jumped in the chow line. And Emma was like, why? And he's like, I don't know. You didn't like the look of his face. And he goes, it ain't your boyfriend's country club. I thought that was fun.
Does Emma have some issues with Peter after that conversation?
Not yet. She
Not
hasn't
yet.
put two and two together.
She's so dumb.
But they kiss in the car and then she kind of leaves abruptly. Do you recall why?
Well, she okay.
She gets the ick.
There's a C plot, which is also revolves kind of around Emma and Peter, where there's another school dance. Vaguely a school dance
Right.
that they have no budget for.
And no theme.
And no theme. And Emma comes up with the best incognito.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so Peter can't go to the dance, and Emma is shocked by this. And then they're talking. Peter breaks out of his jail, aka his house arrest,
Mm-hmm.
and goes to make out with Emma in the car that he shouldn't be driving. That's what that conversation's about.
Yeah.
That's why she's got to leave. That's why he's got to leave.
And he says something like pretty gross too, I think, because she's like, yeah, it's lucky that guy's like okay. And he's like, yeah, if he had died, there's no way I'd be able to like go to prom and like
go to this incognito dance.
yeah.
The B plot is disgusting. That Ellie is like the guy in charge of the student paper is gross. I don't
It's
like him.
Reminds me
definitely
Oleander kind of.
he's
Oh, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
got Oleander vibes. It's definitely a gross abuse of power on
For sure.
guys.
He might be Oleander's age. He might have known Oleander for all that we know.
Yeah, and also seemingly he does it to every freshman reporter because that other guy's like,
Which is weird. That's weird.
And at the end, when he is like, "All right, we can be an item," and then Ellie is like, "What do we do?" And he's just like, "We just don't tell anybody." So the cycle continues.
Oh yeah, when they kiss, ugh.
Yeah.
Where do you think
he
they?
looks like
where
a
do you think?
cartoon kind of?
Yeah, he looks so familiar, but he's not been in anything that I've seen.
He looks like a cartoon, and I know who I'm thinking of, but you guys aren't gonna know who I'm thinking of. Also, I rewatched the theme, and Toby's not in it.
Why?
What's
Why
up
is he
now,
not in
Michael?
Sucks.
I don't
You
know.
know
What was
what's-
it? What
what's-
clips were they gonna use for him? You got to think about that.
Him passing out from his eating disorder.
I don't know that I would define him by that. Okay, wait, this is crazy. So there was this cartoon called Total Drama Island. And this was the oh no. This
Oh
was
yeah, I see it. It looks like him. Yeah.
Totally.
it looks exactly like him. Wow. That's so great.
What band and what show do you think they saw and where in Toronto?
They're being very vague
Ellie in that in that band.
in that haircut.
Definitely some hipster indie rock, without a doubt.
No, they said it sounded like Black Sabbath and Frank Zappa.
Oh,
Okay, so like some stoner metal hipster
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
make up
Yeah.
a band name for them.
Electric Prune.
Yeah, not bad.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Okay, wait.
do you think of it?
Dark Mass.
Dark Mass is good.
That's not bad too. But what do you think about, in all sincerity, of a band named Sour Slug? You think that's a cool
That's
name?
pretty good.
Sour Slug?
Sour slug.
The only problem is that you can't abbreviate it ethically.
What about Doki Doki? Doki Doki. So in Japanese, it means like when your heart's beating fast. Like if you like,
Yeah.
you like that name too, Doki
That's
Doki.
good. Yeah.
Well,
that's
that's. Do you know Super Mario Brothers 2 in America is Doki Doki Panic?
Whoa.
really
Yeah.
wow. Doki Doki
which-
Panic is a great band name too, in my opinion.
Oh, that's true. But what would you prefer, Doki Doki or Sour Slug?
Doki Doki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you making a new band?
Just with some friends they have a project trying to help them come up with a name. I'm going to put out the record.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
I believe so. I came up with it, of course.
You weren't playing Super Mario Brothers 2 US.
I never played
Like,
it.
this is vaguely familiar.
Vaguely.
I hate vaguely.
I wish we were the type of podcast that had like little animations that could pop up, because when you say vaguely, I wish it could like shoot stars
Oh,
out.
I gotta buy a stream deck. Is what you want.
No, we shouldn't have that.
You can do it in post.
True.
I'm
How
not-
much
not
editing
messing.
do you actually do, Rick? Do you just upload the freaking episode?
There's minimal editing.
Minimal meaning none.
No, there's some.
What?
I usually
don't
have to
listen
cut.
to the-
I usually have to cut out some stuff.
During like in the meat of the episode? I feel like you
Yeah.
just upload it and you're like, oh, all right.
No,
Inappropriate stuff.
Do you get
Yeah.
3 different separate tracks through Zoom?
uh-huh.
Do
Oh,
you never like listen and try to like balance the sound?
Well, I've done that because we have a pretty consistent microphone rig right now. However, I realized a couple episodes back that when I imported the audio, it would go to the person's track, but then it just randomized where tracks they were going to. So like mine was Hannah's track, Hannah's was Mike's track, so the balance is all off.
Yeah, I heard an episode and I was like, whoa, the
Yeah.
sound is really bad. So that's why I'm bringing it up, Rick.
Yeah.
It's
resolved. It's resolved.
What does Snake say to Emma, like in media immersion? He's like a little disappointed with her.
Well,
Oh.
she's trying to do a fundraiser for Sean.
yeah. And he's
And
like,
he's-
well, there's a
he's
lot of
not
competing
down.
charities, and maybe people don't want to give money to your boyfriend who hit someone with his car.
Does he say that in exact words or
He says that
No, but
with his eyes.
Yeah.
with his eyes? God, I hate this B plot.
He says, I know. He says there's a lot of competing charity fundraisers. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know.
I think that Snake just hates Emma now.
I think if Emma was my daughter, I would hate her too. Actually, she's not my daughter, and I still hate her.
I hate I have a lot of hate going on in general, like this last few years, but this episode in particular, the hate just grows every time I see Peter, because I don't like his character and I just don't like him. Probably I feel like in real life I don't like him.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. Also, his acting in this episode is abysmal.
Agreed.
He's never great.
terrible.
He's
The
awful.
only good acting in this episode is when Jay is talking to Snake.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know who else should
You mean the
have flunked?
pantomiming through the window kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marco, they should have flunked Marco. Marco should still be in high school
Yeah.
because Marco still looks young enough
He looks
to
great.
pass for high school. I just don't understand. I'm still going to be lingering on this, and this will be the end of it. The last time I'll say it, that the fact that they carried the characters out of high school is a bunch of is stupid. They didn't have to do it.
They don't
Well,
do it ever
they-
again, really. They
They
stopped after that.
probably had to, because they probably signed a contract that stated that they had a X
Sure.
amount of seasons.
Also, maybe they didn't know if they could bank on, Darcy and fucking Danny
Nina-
Van Zant.
Nina Dobrev's coming very soon.
You know what's weird?
I feel like Nina Dobrev's kind of a snooze on this show.
You're high.
You're high.
You're high as a kite.
Toby has more lines so far in this season than JT
And Alex.
and Alex.
Then JT in particular, though.
Yeah.
Which is
And
big.
JT gets credit. So somebody credit crawl. So somebody's agent was better.
I don't understand.
Only one of them.
Talk about that when we discuss.
We'll talk about it when we get to it.
When the
So
theme
does
song.
JT get murdered this season?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I do know. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
tell
I
us.
know
Yeah, he gets murdered this season.
Okay, so that's probably the only reason he has credits.
Actually, you're probably right.
I'm not looking forward to that. That's a really bummer episode. Like because
Yeah.
Is this
it's
the
emotionally
episode?
draining.
Is this what sets Peter down a darker path right now?
You would love to think that he'd have any character development about this, but no, he's
No.
pretty much the same.
He
all-
just
all the
starts
time.
using meth.
I would love if I could tell you, yeah, he goes through a dark period and like does meth, but I think when he does meth, he literally like someone's like, "Do you want to do this?" And he thinks it's coke, and he's like, "I guess, yeah." And he does, and he's like, "Whoa, it was meth!" Like he's just stupid.
He is stupid. Do you like this costume party? Are there any costumes that catch your eye, Hannah?
They're all
I don't think we get to
terrible.
see enough, but they are all terrible. Yeah.
You
I
don't
mean,
like Toby's
what's-
surgeon outfit?
What doesn't make sense is that it's supposed to be incognito. The only person that's incognito is Emma and Peter.
Mhm.
Everybody else, you can see their faces.
Yeah.
What
It's
is
Tatsumakis.
Manny supposed to be?
Yeah, what is she supposed to be?
Is it a witch?
That's what I
I
would
gotta get my
guess.
eyes on it again.
She has no mask though. Everyone's supposed to be incognito?
Was it supposed to be masquerade or like Halloween party? That's what
I
confused
don't
me.
know.
Because Toby is in a surgeon's
Yeah.
costume.
Love it.
I feel like there's a miscommunication.
What's the beef? Okay, so he's in his grill outfit. Emma throws him in the locker.
Oh,
Well, Manny had Emma put two and two together about the
Yeah.
combination because Peter put a mask in her locker.
Got it.
and
Planted
Manny
the
put that together
drugs.
in 2 seconds, and Emma couldn't put it together in like 3 days.
It's got a lot going on. Real life drugs, perhaps, as we discussed on the last episode.
We shouldn't have said that.
Real life drugs.
Real life drugs. Yeah, we
Pills,
should have.
pills and potions, but we've already
Yeah.
said it, so now it's.
But we all thought it. We all thought it in real life.
I
that
know.
Your acting
Yeah.
is terrible in this.
Well,
Yeah, why?
when
Why is
Manny's
it so
like,
bad?
he got into your locker, and she's giving like 110%, and then it cuts back to Emma, and she's like she doesn't even- yeah. Oh. And then the next thing she's throwing him into the lockers, which is like fun, I guess, but no emotional journey.
And then back to the bullshit B plot with the guy from the cartoon and Ellie. Does Ellie just tell him like I don't want to do this, or
Well, she's like, this is morally objectionable.
but they kiss. They're kissing right now, and she's smiling, and it's
Yeah,
pissing me
it's
off.
when the dude's like, this can be a secret. When in any circumstance, if somebody that you're getting intimate with says this can be a secret, it's never good.
It's never good. But one thing you know about the kids at Degrassi, they're gonna do it. They're gonna go along with it.
Damn right. The jail scene. It's Emma and Sean guard outside. Rick, what's the topic of discussion?
Well, first we should talk about when Emma and Peter are in the car, he gives her a hug and
We have to
says,
talk about this.
and says, ugh,
Ew.
Vanilla. And Emma's like, vanilla honey. It's my
Yes.
shampoo.
Yes.
We can all objectively agree would smell good.
Yeah.
Yes. But when she met up with Sean's like, oh,
Mm.
vanilla.
He's
I
like,
missed it
Well,
so
it's
much.
it's
Yo.
it's your screen grab, right? He's like,
Yeah.
he's getting
Yeah.
a good old whiff in there.
but just something about Peter going, ew.
Well, I mean, what
But
does
that-
Peter want her hair to smell like?
I
Hot
don't know.
dogs?
Bacon. Hot dogs.
When's the last time you had a hot dog?
Oh, too long. That sounds great.
Costco hot dog?
I'm not-
$1.50 with a
is it-
soda?
You can eat it at Costco. I didn't even know they did food. I've never
Have
been
you?
there.
So
you need to
Costco
go.
has like a cafe, not a cafeteria, but like a food area.
Like
Food
IKEA,
court.
kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's cheaper.
Their
IKEA
Did you
hot
food is
read
dog-
that?
good.
Did you read that
Prices never
article
gone up.
about? Yeah, did you read that article about Arizona iced tea and how
The 99-cent one?
Yeah, and how
It's
the
never gone up.
CEO is like, we're just going to make a little less profit. It's fine. It stays
Yeah.
99.
And it's the
Right.
best
There-
tea.
There was also another article about, I think it was in the same article where the CEO of Costco, somebody on the board was like, we need to raise the price of the hot dog from $1.50. And he the CEO yelled at that person that suggested it.
Really?
Yeah,
Something
won't
about-
happen. Won't happen.
The hot dog's good. It's a steamed bun. It's a giant quarter-pound hot dog, Frank. You can ask for sauerkraut. They'll give you a little. You have to ask for it though. And they'll give you a
Sauerkraut's good.
little ramekin. I love sauerkraut.
Do you ever
Eat it all the
put
time.
cheese on your hot dogs?
I have, but I mostly like just like if I'm just gonna have a simple hot dog, I'll just be like onions and mustard,
Ooh.
maybe a little relish. I don't like ketchup on the hot
Wow.
dog.
Yeah,
Relish is a
ketchup on-
go-to.
Ketchup on hot dogs is bad. Have you ever
Snooze.
had Puerto Rican hot dog?
No, but sounds good, and I don't even know why.
Potato chips,
Ooh,
Wow.
crushed
Yeah,
potato
that's-
chips,
That's great.
mayonnaise.
really?
Mm-hmm.
I like the there's like street vendors that have like the Mexican style hot dog
Oh.
with the bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Wow.
Those weird carts.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what I've still never had is a corn dog.
What?
I know.
How is that
You-
possible?
It seems like something I would have eaten a lot of, but I never had one.
That's strange, but God, that's kind of
You got an
Mad
air fryer.
respect.
You got an air fryer in your scene.
No, and I wouldn't trust myself to make my own corn dogs. So I'll get one eventually.
Go to the
I'm
grocery
going
store
to-
right now.
Can't you get them at the
Yeah.
ball game?
You can get them,
No,
anywhere.
no.
You can, you
You
can.
get them at the fair. That's not a
You can get them at the
baseball.
ball game.
At the
No,
fair? Okay, I'll just go to the
No.
fair. No.
They
Hannah.
have them.
Here's what you do.
Okay.
You go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
What's your preferred jam?
Acme.
Okay, you go to Acme. You go to the freezer section
Yeah.
where the vegetarian options are. You know where that is? Can you imagine?
Morning
Yes.
Farm. Yep.
Yeah, you go Morningstar Farms, vegetarian corn dog.
Okay.
They are good.
They're delicious.
Vegetarian corn dog?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
those are good. They're good.
Yeah. I don't
Just
mind.
stick them in the oven.
yeah.
Okay.
Stick them in the oven.
They're great.
$3.50.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Get a plate
Um,
full of mustard. Rub it
kids,
around.
I got to roll, but the episode is the freeze frames on Emma and Sean in the jail cell. I believe she gives him like a
Oh,
little bit
it's
of
over?
Yeah, she gives him a bottle of contraband vanilla honey shampoo.
with a
He's
little.
like,
with a-
thanks, I'm
with a
gonna
bow
jerk
on
off
it.
with this.
Hey, I bet he would. I probably would if I was in
It's
jail.
so wild that they're just in that room by themselves.
I know. And
There's a-
like no one's
there's a-
really looking.
There's a guard right in front. He tells him like we got to go.
Yeah, but she's allowed to give him stuff?
Oh,
I
that's
don't think
true.
so.
That's Canada. It's Canada. I will speak to you guys well next week. The next episode will be next week, but we'll probably speak in the next few days because Rick is leaving for tour.
That's right.
A few days. So have a good night. Get some sleep. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.